Now, the next topic is integrated land use and transport strategy. The objectives of the integrated land use and the transport strategy. First of all, we should know what is land use. Land use means the management and modification of natural environment into the built environment, such as a settlement. Means the land use is divided into the different form, like the residential zone area, which we can use for living, industrial zone area. Second is industrial zone area, means that industries which we are separating from the cities and far from the cities. There are so many reasons which are directly highways connected to the industrial zone. The population is far from the city area, and any major incident which, if any major incidents happen the in the industries, then we should easily save the cities, the commercial area, recreational area, which we are divided into the different forms, that is called the land use. Now, the objective of an integrated land use and the transport development strategies are: the first, promote balanced spatial growth. Now, spatial growth means what? Spatials mean related or occupying space, means relating to the means occupying space with the public sector to influence the distribution of the people, means the space that we are using for the people. Most of the public sector are influenced by the people and also running by the people, means we should promote more balanced spatial growth. Next is minimize land requirement for transport. Minimize land requirement for transport means, which we should always remember that every transportations are like veins of human body. Without veins, the body is not working. Like without transportation, the city is not functioning. We should use maximum transportation with minimum land requirement. Promote transit oriented growth. Now, what is transit oriented growth? Means what is TOD, transit oriented development? This type of urban development that maximize the amount of residential, business and leisure space within the walking distance of the public transportation. We should provide more transportation, transit oriented growth. Main six principle which are we discussed and see in the further lectures, how TOD is good for urban cities, how TOD functioning, what is TOD in detail. Next is reduce the need to travel. We should reduce maximum needs of travel so that fuel consumption is become less. If we should use more and more public transport system, encourage walkable and cycling neighborhoods, like most of the European countries are accept this concept of cyclist neighborhood and encourage walkable street, walkable pedestrian way. Now, Surat has initiate very good step regarding the public bicycle sharing system. We are also using and forwarding to cycle neighborhoods. The project is in pilot project, but maybe in sometimes it has enhanced and all cities are functioning with the private route for the pedestrian and the cyclist, and that's a really great news for the Surat people. These are the main integrated land use and transport strategies. Most of the European countries have encouraged public transportation system more. For example, in these pandemic situations, they also gonna start cycling. For example, in Belgium, Netherlands, they start the cycling route with the social distancing, which is the very good things and leads to the more and more use of public transport. They are not using only public transport as a BRTS or the metropolitans, means the only busways or railways, but they are also So encouraging the public bicycle sharing system, most of the cycle system, pedestrian system, which is a really good and healthy way to provide for life. These are the integrated use and transport strategies, and these are the main objective of the transportation planning. TOD is discussed in next lecture with a detailed planning. Thank you.